Hey guys, it's Bartram here from Warrior Fitness and Health, and in today's short vlog I'm going to be sharing with you the dangers of comparing yourself to other people. So this hasn't come in as part of any question, it's just my observations as a personal trainer, what I see in my boot camps, what I see in my clients. So usually I hear conversations like, I wish I could do burpees like so-and-so. I wish I was as fit as so-and-so. I wish that I was doing so well in the gym as your previous client. I wish my glutes or my ass or my boobs or my shoulders looked as good as this person. So firstly, I want to tell you, comparing yourself to another human being is the equivalent of comparing a fish to a bird. Let me explain why. You're not actually comparing yourself to somebody else. You're comparing yourself and all of your history to somebody else and all of their history. Let me explain why. So me as a human, I have got my genetics off my parents. They got their genetics off their parents and the generations before them. So the Matt Bartram of today is carrying around genetics and DNA from tens and hundreds of years of generations that have gone before me. And every human being is exactly the same. So for those of you that know me, you know I'm not very tall. I have got potentially a short gene that has been passed on from my mum and my dad and their mum and dad and their mum and dad, etc., etc. So when you're comparing yourself to somebody else, you're not just comparing two bodies, you're comparing history. Now, not only are you comparing DNA and genetics, you're comparing somebody else's socio-economic background. So when they was brought up with their mum and their dad, or their significant carers, how much money was available. That dictated on the quality of the life they had, the area that they lived in, the air that they breathed in, the nutrition that they consumed, the water quality they consumed, the stress levels, the values and beliefs of the parents or the significant carers of those who they were surrounded around for the first 16 years of their life. You've also got the environmental factors, the kind of school that you went to, the kind of PE lessons you had, the values and the beliefs of your PE teachers and everybody that's been in your life for the last 16 years. So again, if you are comparing yourself to another human being, you're not only comparing two bodies, you are comparing genetics, socio-economic factors, DNA and generations of upbringing and affluence within families, etc. So you may be saying to me, well, Matt, that doesn't always apply because what about twins? Okay, there's a load of research around twins, especially identical twins, that they still have very similar processes regarding their thoughts, but they also have very different processes regarding their thoughts. So it can be quite common with identical twins. You get one fit and healthy twin, and then you get the other twin that doesn't really want to get involved in exercise or health orientated activities, and they have a very different health setup to the opposite twin. So even identical twins that are sharing the same genetics and the same DNA, they can still be major differences. So again, if you're comparing yourself to another human being, you're not just comparing the bodies, you're comparing the whole package. So that's why I say it's the equivalent of comparing a fish to a bird. But let's work with this example. Let's say you're sitting there, you're watching this vlog and you're thinking, but Matt, I'm comparing myself to another 22-year-old and I'm 22. They're female, I'm female. They went to the same school as me. We lived on the same street, so we grew up in the same area. And our parents are roughly the same affluent levels. We had similar amount of holidays. We got the same amount of brothers and sisters. Even though we're not twins, it looks like a fair comparison. Right, okay then. Well, let's compare a fish to a fish, okay? If you're sad like me and you watch David Attenborough and his Blue Planet and Blue Planet 2 and that sort of stuff, you would have heard him say there's over 2 billion species of fish on this planet. And most of them we don't even know about, or we can't even get deep enough in the ocean to actually do any research on them. So if we are comparing a fish to a fish, you may be comparing a salmon to a tuna. Cold water fish, ambient water fish, tropical fish, river fish. It's still not a fair comparison. So you're probably getting the theme of this blog. Stop comparing yourselves to other people. It's great to look at other people and think, I would like to be like that person and have something to aim towards, but stop comparing your set of circumstances to their set of circumstances. It's not right, and it will only cause negative emotions to you. So there's a solution to every problem. So instead of me saying, stop doing this, stop doing that, stop comparing, it's the equivalent of a fish to a bird or a fish to a fish, and that's still not the same. Here's what you can do, and here's a brain tattoo for you. So imagine I've got a tattooist needle and I've got some ink and I'm putting a brain tattoo right deep within your core. And my brain tattoo would say, compare yesterday's version of you to today and create a better you tomorrow with better choices. That way, all you're doing is you're comparing you to you. So it's not a fish to a bird, it's not a fish to a fish, it's two identical people, just 24 hours apart. So compare what you was doing yesterday to what you're doing today and take some actions, habits and routines to create a better you tomorrow. Again, stop comparing yourselves to other people. It's not healthy. It's great to have something to aim for, but stop comparing. At best, I would say go up to that person and say, you know what, you've got a great tight ass. What kind of exercises do you do to get that? What kind of eating do you do to get that? And then pick off some of the good bits, implement it and see if it works for you. So I'm hoping that didn't come across as a rant. I'm very passionate about what goes on in the mind and comparing, etc. If you've liked this video, please like and share it, because I do give out a load of free content and I like as much people in the surrounding area to be as healthy as possible. If you'd like to know any more about my work, my boot camps, my personal training, my nutrition, my life coaching, just do a Google search for Matt Bartram PT or a social media search for Matt Bartram PT, and you're going to find an abundance of my work. Or if you want to go straight to my website, it's www.personaltrainertamworth.com. Have a great day and I'll see you in the next vlog. And stop comparing.